Does time really heal all wounds? Dr. King has some thoughts for us. Read with me. In his famous letter from Birmingham jail, Dr. King says this: "All that is said here grows out of a tragic misconception of time. It is the strangely irrational notion that there is something in the very flow of time that will inevitably cure all ills. Actually, time is neutral. It can be used either destructively or constructively. I am coming to feel that the people of ill will have used time much more effectively than the people of good will." Normally I'd share my opinion at this point, but he goes on and we're going to keep reading. "We will have to repent in this generation, not merely for the vitriolic words and actions of the bad people, but for the appalling silence of the good people. We must come to see that human progress never rolls in on wheels of inevitability. It comes through the tireless efforts and persistent work of men willing to be co-workers with God, and without this hard work, time itself becomes an ally of the forces of social stagnation." Close quote. It is not inevitable that time heals all wounds. We have to create the conditions for healing to occur, and creating those conditions requires rejecting the appalling silence of good people who do nothing in the face of evil happening in front of us. One of my favorite not told enough stories from Dr. King comes from the speech "Where Do We Go From Here" from 1967, where he tells the story of Mr. Sealtest, who was a business owner who was refusing to hire enough black workers. They changed his mind. Critically, they didn't change his mind by asking nicely, though they did attempt that. They went to his office and spoke to him and tried to get him to hire more people, but he refused, until they hit his wallet. They set up picket lines around the stores that distributed his products, and in so doing, they created the conditions for time to heal the wound of racial injustice. But tragically, unequal health outcomes, unequal wealth outcomes, and unequal outcomes in the justice system continue to perpetuate these racial wounds. When the economic gap between races in this country is still 10-1, we cannot simply wait around for time to heal all wounds. Reparations is one step, but many of the steps, minimum wage, healthcare, unions, will help everyone. Here's a quote to close on. Happy reading.